Hi, I'm Hazel. It is almost Saturday, which makes it time to catch up with a brand new vlog, and this week we got a definitive update on the future of pet charms in BFA. The deal is there's going to be two types of pet charms in BFA, shiny and polished. The shiny pet charms will be obtained from old content and will be used to purchase the old pet and toy rewards, but not the upgrade stones. Those, along with all of the new pet and toy rewards, will be available for polished pet charms, which you can only get from doing BFA pet battle activities. So your current pet charms that you're sitting on right now, if you would like to get upgrade stones for them, and if you've already bought all the other stuff, I highly recommend that you do it now, or, sometime between now and probably the pre-patch, either launch. There's no reason not to do it now. Just stock up on ultimate battle training stones and then a good supply of the quality upgrade stones. Stick them in your bank because you won't be able to buy those for those charms in BFA, and also the ultimate battle training stones are getting more expensive. You will be able to buy them for 60 of the polished pet charms in BFA. So stock up now, fill up your bank. There's no reason not to. And there's a lot of reasons to not to. There was a couple of new models added to the BFA beta, which is not unusual for a new beta build, but look at the alpacas. There are a couple of different colors for the alpacas. I don't think we know yet whether these are going to be tameable or battle pets or mounts or all of the above. I'm personally hoping for maximum alpaca-age, but specifically a mount. I think an alpaca mount would be really, really cool, so hopefully we see some of those. Speaking of horse-adjacent creatures in WoW, that kind of reminds me, I don't think this news was from last week, but maybe a week or two before that. We had this teaser tweet from Muffiness that was teasing from a new build, which we did eventually get, tameable horses. And what that turned out to be was the unicorn model that we got in Legion, the Wild Dream Runner, that unicorn, being a tameable hunter pet, which is really cool. You can tame and have a unicorn as a hunter pet. That's awesome. But before I knew that, when I just saw the tameable horses tweet as like a big, leak from the beta, my mind immediately went to Black Desert Online style horse taming, where there are wild horse NPCs out in the world, and you get yourself a rope and you go out there and you tame them, and if you can successfully tame one, that becomes your mount. And then you go do that with a lot of horses, and then you breed them together and you're trying to get rarer ones and better ones and different colors and, spots on their butts and like whatever. And I was so excited because I played a good amount of casual BDO, exclusively life skill stuff. I didn't really do combat much. I spent a lot of time on horse taming and breeding in BDO, and the thought of that coming to WoW had me so excited, and then I found out it wasn't true. It was kind of like back in BlizzCon when they had that Blizzard World trailer, and for whatever reason I was listening but not looking, and I was getting so excited that Blizzard World was becoming a real theme park, and then I found out it was an Overwatch map. That same kind of disappointment, where it was entirely my own ridiculous expectations getting me too excited. It's not their fault at all. They didn't mislead me. I misled myself. With all that said, tameable unicorn pets for hunters is really cool, and I do hope that we sometime soon hear about some kind of update on the stable situation. I know that they're looking at it, but I don't think there's been any good news yet, so hopefully something soon. In my personal channel news, baking streams are over. For now. I am putting the baking streams on a temporary hiatus until I get my hardware life in a place where they can happen properly. This last one was just kind of the last straw for me. The laptop that I've been running them off of just can't do it anymore. It's just not, it's just not happening. And that wasn't the only problem. It was one of like a whole bunch of problems. And until I'm at a place where I have preferably like a whole PC just set up there that stays there, and I'm really confident that I can put on a show with a quality, like a visual and audio quality that I can be proud of. Until I can do that, I'm just gonna stop doing them for a while. It's not going to be forever, but it will probably be for a couple of months. My plan, roughly, is when this computer gets replaced, which will probably be in the fall, then I will move this one into the kitchen and hopefully get set up from there, but we'll see. Thank you very much for your patience, and I look forward to bringing them back when I can do a proper show that is watchable, because I just can't with how they've been going so far. Questions from this week. Your Name asks, hi, got a question. Can I change my High Mountain Dwarf into a dwarf, and then when BFA comes out, change that dwarf to a Dark Iron Dwarf when I unlock him? And what item level do I need to be to start the BFA campaign? So, for the first part of your question, you can change your dude to whatever kind of dude you want and then change it again later. The only things that will hold you up is, one, it's kind of expensive. To change your High Mountain to a dwarf, you will need to faction change, and then to change your dwarf to a Dark Iron Dwarf, you will then need to race change. And as like you said, you will also need to unlock Dark Irons when those come out. But you can do it, it's just going to cost you some money. The other thing that you lose out on by doing that is you will not be able to use Dark Iron Dwarf Heritage Armor because you did race change into it. And you won't be able to wear your High Mountain armor on that character because you won't be a High Mountain Tauren anymore. But if you did have the High Mountain Heritage armor already, then you'll be able to use it on any other High Mountain characters you have. As far as the item level that you need to start the BFA campaign, I wouldn't worry about it. Any item level that you have will be sufficient to start leveling, and you will get questing gear as you level. I wouldn't really worry about trying to gear up for leveling. I know some people do it. It does help you go a little bit faster through the first like 4 or 5 levels, but by the time you're level 120, you're going to be in the same playing field as everybody, and you don't need any specific level. As far as the war campaign, if that's what you're looking at, that's something that you do as you level. So it's not really contingent to gearing up at 120. Kemia Ali asks, how many languages do you speak? 1. I speak English great. I think I speak English very well. Outside of that, I think I have retained about 6 words of French. I studied French all through school, but like each school and class that I was in growing up had you start beginner French over and over again. So I got really good at Je m'appelle and Comment ça va? And you know, we didn't get much farther than that until like grade 12 French, and I got just enough of that to get my credits, and then I completely forgot all of it. I probably know about 20 words or so of Korean after having studied it for 6 months now. I don't think any of those 20 will string together in a particularly coherent sentence, but the little owl Duolingo tells me that I'm doing great. P1BBY asks, hey Hazel, I was wondering if I would ever get a chance to meet your husband. Love your videos. So I don't like strictly keep him super out of videos. He's made a couple of small appearances in anything related to like the dog, or like he's in 3 seconds of the hair dyeing vlog. I'm not like locking him in the basement or anything, but I've made the decision to put my face and voice and personality online as my job, and that's probably going to really bite me in the butt when robots learn to impersonate us, and I'm not going to make that decision for anybody else. And also, he doesn't play WoW anymore, so there's not really a whole lot of crossover there. Anyways, that has been my week. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think, and if you have any questions that you would like answered on the vlog, please leave them as comments on the most recent vlog, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!